Well. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is the Mostest Okayest podcast, along with your host, Tyler, and my co-host today. Hopefully, we get our other one. He's working pretty late today. Steven, how you doing, man? It's been a while since you and I have done one ourselves.
Oh yeah, it's been quite a while. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good. It's been a good week. Um, we're in December, so Christ,
It's your favorite month of the year?
dude, I don't know. Like I can't believe it's December already. Like I was just thinking about it when I woke up this morning. I was like, yeah, it's December 1st. We got Spider-Man. We got Christmas, and I was like, holy shit, it's December 1st. I was like,
Yeah, yeah. It's
okay,
Christmas.
yep, it's
It's
time.
Chris. It's time for Mariah Carey has awakened, and it's time.
Yep, it is time. 100% ready to go.
Mm, that's pretty good beer. Avery Brewing, Boulder Company, or Boulder Company, Boulder, Colorado. Avery Brewing Company, if you're listening, thank you for the Lilikoi Kipolo, Belgian style white ale. Ale with passion fruit and spices. Refreshing.
Well, they say if,
So
if you if you want to attract a brand, you talk about them.
exactly. So I am
Bring them
attracting
up.
a beer brand right now. Um, so I don't have the only question I really truly have today is, we're into December. Besides Christmas, what is your favorite, top three favorite holidays? Because we know Christmas is yours because, of course, your name is the Holly Jolly Gamer. But what are your, excuse me, other favorite holidays and why?
What are my other favorite holidays besides Christmas?
Yeah, in your top three.
The top three. I'd have to say I enjoy Thanksgiving. We just had Thanksgiving. Good holiday. It's nice to see family. It's probably when I feel the most Christmassy, like that transition period from Thanksgiving.
Oh, we might be getting Garcia. He says refreshing.
I think he's just talking about the beer, man.
Oh, oh, that's true. Yeah, go ahead.
But but that little transition. Normally we'd set up our tree like after Thanksgiving dinner or the day after Thanksgiving, whichever happened. If we were too tired. Um, Thanksgiving's first. Second, I gotta go with New Year's. It wasn't always my favorite as a kid, but it's more fun now. Like being able to hang out with like you, like that one time we went and hung out all together. That was pretty fun. Um, you can do more as an adult, I guess. It's just the thing about New Year's. And third, Halloween. No specific reason. I just don't have a lot of favorite holidays. I have like three main ones. And that's it.
So my top one is Columbus Day because I'm kidding.
It's Columbus Day, yeah. Please go into detail about why you like Columbus Day.
He's why you like Columbus Day? Because he discovered America when in all reality he never did.
Oh.
Um, no, so mine, New Year's. I like New Year's because of start of something new, starts the new year. And you have all these goals in mind, and they're set for, you know, they're set. You think, oh wow, I'm gonna do so much. These are my New Year's resolutions. Then by February, you're like, screw those, I'm done.
I'm through with it. I don't care
um,
anymore.
yeah, and then I gotta go with let's see. I like 4th of July because the barbecue, the fireworks, just the fun. It's summer. It's really hot. I hate the heat, but the barbecue and all that fun stuff I really like. Um, let's see. Garcia said, "My birthday, my birthday, my birthday." Hell yeah. Serious note. Turkey Day, New Year's, and Veterans Day. And I was gonna say Veterans Day too, honestly, because the free stuff that we get. Because
Mhm.
why else would we celebrate Veterans Day? I'm kidding.
Just
No,
to
it really
say,
pays homage to the people that have served and all that stuff. And we as active duty, it is fun because of all the free stuff we get. But there's a reason behind it. Um, Halloween is always up there for me. Uh, but other than that, yeah, I like
honestly,
the holidays where we get 4-day weekends. That's like my favorite one.
honestly, what I kind of like about holidays too, since I've become your friend, is seeing Abby's decoration.
Yeah.
Like she goes all out, and it's cool as
Oh yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. She always does that.
Mm.
And then I guess if you consider a holiday, our fantasy draft day.
fantasy draft day is pretty fun, but it's pretty downhill for me from there.
Yeah,
So,
it is. Yeah, you did a fantastic job this year.
I did good enough to win a few games. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. You donated $20 to someone.
Yep, somebody's winning my money, so that's cool.
So to start off, let's see. Christopher Columbus discovered America and was the Indians' best friend. He helped the Hebrews against Napoleon, discovered France. What the fuck, Garcia? Garcia, are you going to be joining us, or are you still just going to be, sitting at work, pretending to work?
He's at work watching the podcast.
Um,
That's funny.
so I saw something today that, let me pull it up real quick, that Spider-Man No Way Home. Did you happen to get your tickets yet, sir?
No, I told you I don't get paid till Friday.
I know, Steven, but they don't know that. You don't tell me.
Oh, well,
Jesus, I'm trying to create a conversation.
True. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, sir. I have not gotten my tickets yet.
Jesus Christ.
I'm very deeply sorry.
So Spider-Man No Way Home ticket sales broke Black Widow's 2021 record in the first 2 hours. I mean, that's kind of expected. It's Black Widow. No Way Home's first day pre-sales also topped Infinity War and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which is insane that it topped Infinity War. I remember when that came out, and that was insane.
Yep. I remember that. I remember.
You are what, Garcia? I am. You're at work, or you are what? You said I am. Wow. Yes. I don't know what you're saying. I just don't know. You need to elaborate.
He's a little too far behind.
Jesus.
That's funny.
So, I'm excited for the movie. We got ours for December 17th, so definitely going to be hitting that up. I am super excited for this movie, as everybody else is, and as you can tell, you had all the streaming sites, not the streaming sites, the ticket sites go down.
Oh yeah, the AMC was down for like what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
Cinemark was down. You said
Cinemark was
3 in
down
the
for a
morning.
while. All those ones, Fandango, everything went down. So that's insane. But let's just jump into what we're here for, is the Thanksgiving and NFL week. Before that, though, Steven, you got anything we should talk about? I think there's a little giveaway that we'll talk about a little bit here, and then we'll give the rules probably around the mid. The second series, the second session that we have.
Yep. Okay. So before we get into it, we do want to go ahead and let you guys know that we are going to do a giveaway for Christmas. What we're giving away, we haven't really decided on yet, but we will be giving it away on the 22nd. That is going to be the last episode that we do before Christmas.
It's monetary value, so be ready.
Yeah. So,
don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. That's why we got to wait until they're done.
Okay, sure.
You don't say it now because then they're all going to leave.
Sure. Okay, you didn't hear that.
Let's see. So Garcia said at work, about to leave. No more HVAC work for this guy, leaving in 5 minutes. So hopefully we'll get him for the second session for his picks.
Fandango was trash. Yeah, okay. Kept crashing. Sucks. That sucks, man.
Yep, everything did. So let's just jump into the NFL. We'll talk about our picks, how our guest kicked our ass, and then our overall records, and our fantasy picks. And hopefully we do better this week. Because last week was garbage.
Yeah, last week was terrible.
All right,
let's get into these picks. All right, let's get into the scoreboard here.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Thanksgiving games. We had the Bears, Lions, Raiders, Cowboys, and Bills and Saints. None of them were any fun to watch. I got bored after the Raiders, Cowboys, and I literally did not want to watch any more football after that. They were boring, and I hate the fact the NFL makes people sit through the Chicago and Lions game. That was just... it was hard to watch.
See, I wouldn't have been as sad if the Lions would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bears went over the Lions again. I really don't care. They both suck. I just don't care. Raiders over the Cowboys 36-33. That was a okay game, but still just kind of like bleh.
Cowboys should have won that game.
Cowboys should have won. And then Bills over the Saints. That was expected. So ugh.
Why do I have 36-22 on here? Oh, because my dumbass freaking wrote 33, but it looks like 22 on the paper. And I put it on the scoreboard.
Somehow they went overtime and they scored.
Yeah, they scored 14 more points. It'll get fixed. It's okay. I'm tired. It's been a week.
Oh my God, you're always tired.
I am
Jesus.
always tired. It's a side effect of being a fat ass.
So let's get into the real games. Steelers at the Bengals. Bengals absolutely smacked the Steelers 41-10. Uh, the Steelers, everybody's like, oh, the Steelers have a little bit of good news, good things rolling, and then boom, they get smacked by the Bengals. So I don't think the Steelers are going to be. I think they're in the bottom tier of that AFC North. I think it's going to be the Bengals and the Ravens coming out of there because the Browns look trash too.
Yes, you called it, Garcia. You called the Raiders. Good for you. Proud of you.
Way to go, Garcia, you piece of shit. Cowboys 0-3
Going
against
against
AFC
AFC
West.
West.
Why don't you hop on? Why don't you hop on? Hurry up and hop on so we can talk shit to you too. Dirty slut. All right. And then we can move on to the Dolphins over the Panthers. Cam Newton was absolute garbaggio.
He was pretty dog shit.
What was his stat line?
I remember seeing like he had a 6.5 rating. Like I've never seen a rating that low. Like unless it was a 0.
Let's see. Cam Newton, he went 5 for 21, 92 yards, and 2 interceptions.
Jesus Christ. Right after, I feel like we hype people up, or we like notice a team doing well, and then they suck the next week. we're like, yeah, Cam's doing pretty good. I mean, they might have lost by a touchdown, and then they just get fucking blown out.
Yeah, it always happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, where's my scoreboard? Oh my God. All right, and then we went to Eagles over the Giants. I think that was a little bit of an upset.
Oh, that was. I think that was a huge upset.
13-7.
I thought the Eagles were going to destroy him.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts didn't do too much. I thought the Eagles were going to come out and play good, but the Giants surprisingly sometimes are kind of good.
I mean, this is more the Eagles sucking than the Giants being good, but sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then we roll with what Garcia has been saying the whole time. Titans at Patriots. Patriots absolutely smacked them too. Golly, the Patriots, I mean, they're
I mean, it's only a small serving size. The Titans have only lost 2 games in a row, but I said it 3 weeks ago.
Well, the Titans are also losing half of their team to injuries right now.
I don't care. I said what I said.
Do you think Patriots win the AFC North now?
I think so. I really do.
Did we just get somebody?
I think the Patriots will.
I think Steven? I think someone's here.
Oh my God, who's here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's here. He has arrived. Are you talking on your phone from your car?
On my headphones. Can y'all hear me, or is it shitty?
It sounds like you're talking on your cell phone.
Is it shitty? Because if it is, I can get back on in like 10 minutes.
It's not shitty, but I mean,
it's not super shitty, but it's like kind of crackly though. It's not too bad though.
All right, it'll work.
It'll work.
Are you just gonna hop on when you get home?
Yeah, I am.
So we got Garcia live from the freeway.
From the California freeways. Yeah, that's what everybody preaches. Get on Discord and talk on a podcast while you're driving.
Yeah.
In California.
California, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Patriots. I asked Steven this, Garcia. Do you think the Patriots? We'll see when they play the Bills, but do you think the Patriots are the favorites now to win the AFC North?
Yes.
East.
I think I said that 2 weeks ago.
Steven?
AFC East. Yes.
AFC East. Sorry.
Yes, I think they're gonna win it. I've said.
And the Bills are a wild card.
The Bills being a wild card, that really depends on how they play the last 5 weeks. I mean, I honestly could see them slipping out and missing the playoffs entirely if they keep playing like shit.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
They had 3 bad games before they came in and beat the shit out of the Saints. I mean, maybe this is the turnaround. Maybe that's what they needed. Maybe they needed a little bit of a wake-up call, and then what they did to the Saints is what they're going to be doing the rest of the season. But, I mean, if they just slip back into that lackadaisical play and they don't give a shit, I mean, they could miss the playoffs. So,
can you realize that it's already going to be week
13?
Week 13?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I kind of agree with that. It's the Bills were one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl, and now they're dropping and dropping and dropping.
Yeah, they're 5th? Let's see now.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, now the Patriots are over. Then we had the Falcons or the Jaguars. That was, but Cordarrelle Patterson is looking absolutely fantastic. The dude balled out.
He is the Falcons version of lipstick on a pig. He's set dressing for a team that's going to pick in the top 5. Because holy shit, that team sucks.
They're not going to pick in the top 5. They're 5-6.
I see top 10. Maybe
I see top 10, but not top 5.
Okay, top 10. But I mean, the Falcons have a lot to do this offseason to even be near competitive.
Standings wise, right now, you still have the Jets at 3-8, the Texans at 2-9, Jaguars at 2-9.
Detroit
the Dolphins are 5-7, though, so that's not too bad. The Giants at 4-7, the Seahawks at 3-8, the Lions 0-10. So I mean, and technically, right now, the Falcons are in second place in the NFC South.
Oh, that's gross. That's disgusting.
Isn't it?
Oh boy. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of creepy. But yeah, Cordarrelle Patterson is that team.
100%.
Yeah. We had Bucks over the Colts. I had Jonathan Taylor in that game, and he didn't do much until the end of the game. But
fucking Colts.
Under 100 yards rushing too, right?
Yep, 83 yards and 1 touchdown.
Fucking Colts,
again,
man. That's fine about that game. They should have
won.
won.
Carson went through 2 interceptions, and then they gave Tom Brady too much time and too much. Leonard Fournette had himself touchdowns, 3 rushing and 1 receiving. Good lord.
Oh, they lost.
That was a
fluke. They didn't give Brady too much time. They lost that game with that muff punt at the start of the fourth quarter.
And then they let Leonard Fournette do whatever he wanted too.
Yeah, that was their 3rd drive in a row with a turnover. I was like, Jesus Christ, you guys are throwing away this game right now.
Yeah. So. And then we had who's next?
Jets and Texans.
Jets at Texans.
Can't believe the Jets won that game. I mean, I can. It's the Texans, you know.
I can too.
The week that we pick the Texans, of course, they fucking lose to the Jets.
Yeah, it's more to get that first draft pick, man. That first round draft pick.
You're not gonna get number 1 because Detroit's probably gonna have number 1.
I need the Lions to fucking win a game.
They need to win 3 games.
Do the Lions play Houston?
I don't know.
Just throw. Just go.
No,
on the field,
I don't think so.
Just fall down.
So. Either way, if they get the 2nd pick, I'm cool with that too because they can draft a quarterback. I'm cool with that.
They don't play 49ers.
Don't we play the Lions at one point this season?
We do.
Yeah.
We play them week
after next. Right?
I think you're right. Yeah, we play them December 12th.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so next week.
That's wonderful.
No, 2 weeks. No, yeah, next week.
The week after this one.
Yeah, so okay. Next week. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Hopefully, with our luck, we'll be the one that
we'll be the team that they win against, yeah.
And then the surprise, I don't know. Steven doesn't think this is a surprise anymore, and I kind of have to agree with him because the Chargers are kind of a middle of the road team. The Broncos came out and, shut the Chargers down. And, I'm starting to agree with Steven now. The Chargers, they looked good at the beginning, and I said, no, Chargers are pretty good. And then Denver comes out and absolutely puts it to them. Pat Surtain comes out, wins Defense Player of the Week. 2 picks, 1 for a touchdown. The dude is starting to come into his own. I think that put him in the conversation for Defensive Rookie.
Oh, I think so.
Again.
Yeah.
But the Chargers just didn't look good. I mean, our defense came out and played again.
Yep.
I want to say it's y'all's secondary that's really carrying it.
Yeah, finally.
Well, I mean, yeah. I still feel like the pickup of Kenny Young was a good thing. And then
he needs to be re-signed.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Purcell hasn't played, or not Purcell, Shelby Harris hasn't played since week 7. I mean, that's fine. I mean, whoever's been rotating in has been doing a good job.
Right.
So
I don't know. That game wasn't a shocker at all to me. I mean, was I the only one that picked the Broncos on that one?
no,
Yep.
Greg picked the Broncos too, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think it's secondary too, and it's going to have a lot to do when y'all play the Chiefs this week too.
we'll see.
Um, we'll see though.
Like I said, I think we talked about it Monday night. It wasn't too much of a shock, but I mean, I'm so uncertain of how Denver's offense is going to perform that was the thing for me. I mean, I figured Denver's defense was going to be good enough to hold the Chargers down, but I mean, our offense is so, I guess, wishy washy. You know, it's hard to tell what's going to show up. Is it going to be the team that puts up 28 points, or are we going to kick 6 field goals? And I mean, I don't know. Like I said earlier in the season, and Tyler just said it right now, I said the Chargers are a middle of the road team, and they showed it in this game. I mean, they probably should have beat us, and I think they might when we play later on in LA. But I mean, again, that's a might. We might sweep the Chargers. It's just whatever team shows up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the biggest difference I'm seeing is Denver's offense playing through Javonte Williams. You feed him and get him going, that's a different offense, man.
So
everything starts rolling.
So I was going to say I kind of agree with that, but also I agree with the fact that it's not even Javonte; it's playing through the run game because they're evening out the carries. Melvin Gordon had 17 for 83. Javonte had 14 for 54, but also they're using Javonte for passing downs and all this and that. I think if we can average both of them getting 15 carries a game, which isn't a lot in all reality, and then that opens up the passing game. Teddy doesn't have to do much of forcing the ball downfield. When he doesn't have to force the ball downfield, we win. Teddy he went 11 for 18 for 129 with 1 touchdown and 1 rushing touchdown. But it's still the fact that, if we can just average 15 carries with Melvin and Javonte, that keeps the ball in our hands, that keeps the ball rolling, and then we slowly get the ball to Tim and Jerry and Cortland, and and we just work our way down the field, we win. If we can work down the field and we score a touchdown, because we can't win against Kansas City with just field goals. We got to score touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And we know their defense isn't that good, so I mean, we can run the ball down their throat pretty well.
And the thing that I want to bring up is I think they actually showed it during the game on Sunday. There was like that graphic where Denver is 5-0 going in if they're going into the fourth, and they're 0-5 if they're behind going into the fourth. And I mean, that's kind of an unfair graphic on one hand, because the games that we've been winning, we've been up by 10 points, 14 points. And the games that we're losing, we're getting blown out. But that also speaks towards why we have success, I guess, is I feel like Shermer's offense can work if we're being consistent enough to where we're putting up points every time we go down the field and our defense can hold the other offense. But if we're playing against a really good team and their offense can just score at will, Shermer tries to run the same offense regardless the whole game. And that's why we get blown out. Because, I mean, he doesn't know how to pick up the pace or anything. And, I mean, that's the question that I have about this weekend is if the Chiefs do put up points every drive and we can't match it, say, the first quarter, but then we start picking it up a little bit, is Shermer actually going to play to catch up and take the lead, or is he just going to play to, like, kick field goals every drive?
Well, we'll see, because when he plays the way that he needs to play, and I mean calls he needs to call and everything like that,
we do good.
We're fine, but we'll see, because this is the first week he's actually really called the right plays.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't have a complaint about his play calling this week.
So we'll see.
All right, I'll be right back. I just got home, so I'm gonna log on for a quick, and I'll be on.
Cool.
Okay.
And then let's see, 49ers over the Vikings. 49ers still looking okay. I think they're surprisingly good. in a way.
Uh, they're a team like the Chargers.
Eli E
they're
Elijah Mitchell looked really good, 27 for 133 and 1 touchdown. Debo Samuel's playing his out of his mind. Um, they have a really good running attack if they were to just keep it consistently going. I think if they were to get a different quarterback and let Trey Lance kind of play, and I think they'd be a lot better. But the Vikings, they lost Dalvin Cook. Justin Jefferson still played great. But other than that, yeah, the 49ers are that's why I said they're with a pause good with the question
mhm,
mark.
yeah.
So 34-26 for the 49ers. And then the Rams starting to really go downhill. Uh ever since they got Vaughn and Odell, they are now 0-3, 0-4. They went winless in November.
They're 0-3.
Yeah. So
Um,
Packers over the Rams.
I wouldn't really count this one as going downhill. They played the Packers in Lambeau. I mean,
That's true.
it's hard to win in Lambeau regardless of who's in charge. So, and the Rams have been on a skid. I mean, you can attribute their loss to that. Maybe they weren't in the right mindset, but they definitely have to pick it up because
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't, they're going to be a bottom of the barrel wild card seed, or they're going to barely make, or they're not, or they might not make it. Never know.
Yep.
So,
I think it got to their head how good people thought they were going to be, or how good they were, and then that's about it.
mhm.
Um, Ravens over the Browns. That was a terrible game.
Oh, it was an ugly game. It was probably the worst primetime game of the season so far.
Yeah, that was a terrible game.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep. It was bad. And I mean, is it time for them to sit Baker and just let him heal? I mean,
I don't think Baker will let that happen because he wants that contract extension. But if he keeps going the way he is, he's
but
not going to get a contract extension
but I
because he's not
mean,
going to be healthy.
they have a chance at a wild card spot, and he's obviously not gonna win them the games they need to win going down the stretch. As the coach in Cleveland, are
They're
you?
not going to sit Baker because
You're
he's
not.
too much of a crowd pleaser too.
I mean, is it making the playoffs more important than
I don't
pleasing
know.
the
It's the
crowd?
Browns. You never know because the fact
I
that
mean,
he's a crowd pleaser. They're not going to give their star quarterback. They're not going to sit him. I mean, they could for a couple of weeks and say, okay, he's injured. You need to heal up.
well, I'm just saying that's what you do it as. Even if you're disappointed in him and you feel like
I
he's letting
think
you down, you have to kind of phrase it that way. Go, if we make the playoffs, we need you healthy.
so.
You
I think
know,
this week because they're on a bye this week, so I think that's a big plus on his part because then they come back and play the Ravens again,
Mhm.
week 14. So I think this week we'll really see if he gets healthy or not, and then we'll see what he does against the Ravens.
Uh,
Um, and then the last game, Washington over the Seahawks. Russell, I think he's done. I think he's going to be out of there.
oh, I think Russell's gone. I just saw it. I think NFL's Instagram posted it a couple hours ago. This is their 8th loss in a row.
Yeah,
Like that's unheard of
yeah.
in Seattle.
Seahawks haven't been like that for a while.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's
it's
tough to see because I'm a big fan of Russell, but I think it's time for him to get out of there because I think they just don't have the pieces around him. I mean, they have DK Metcalf who really isn't doing much. People are shutting him down. Tyler Lockett can only do so much, and then after that, you really don't have
do you,
you don't have the defense that you used to. You don't have the running game like you used to. It's just
I want to pose this to you though. Do you think he actually fully healed, or do you think he
no.
came back just too early,
He came back to try and win and bring Seattle back to winning.
and then now it might be a little worse?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking that yesterday. I was like, he came back in like what, a month,
Yep.
and I mean that was the low side of their projection was a month. They said it could be like 6 weeks. I feel like they should have kept him out a couple more weeks.
Yeah. Washington though looked pretty good. Antonio Gibson had I think 30 something carries.
He had 30
Um,
carries. Holy shit!
he had 29 carries for 111 yards and 0 touchdowns. But again, 29 carries for having 111 yards. That's pretty impressive. He got me my win in both of my leagues. Then Taylor Heineke, I think he is the starting quarterback from here on out. especially next year. I like how he plays. He plays with some tenacity, and I like him. I think he's a good player. And he has them sitting at 5-6, so
That's not bad.
not bad at all. They are in what place? Because I mean, in technically, they're second place in the NFC East.
Yeah, I mean the
The
Cowboys
only
are
team,
definitely in first.
and in all reality, any team in that division has a chance to make the playoffs.
Do they really?
Cowboys are 7-4, Washington's 5-6, Eagles are 5-7, Giants are 4-7.
Huh. Well, we will see.
Yeah. So any team, again, the NFC East, we thought the Cowboys are going to. I think any team now has the chance to make the playoffs and win the NFC East. Washington's on a 3-game win streak. Cowboys are 2-game losing streak. Eagles just lost that one to the Giants, and then the Giants are now 1-game win streak. But well, it's not a streak, but Washington's the hot hand. Yeah, with a 3-game win streak, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Going over streaks, I guess the Patriots have won 6 straight, so that's impressive. After starting 2-4, they're now 8-4.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 4.
They're Patriots are 5-0 away.
Do you remember what was it back week 3 when they played the Jets and Mac threw as many picks as Wilson? Everybody was like, "I don't think Mac Jones is ready."
Yeah.
And now 7 weeks later, just rookie of the year probably.
Cooking people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have, like I said, the Patriots at 6 streak. Everybody in the AFC East has won at least as some type of streak, I guess. So the Bills have won 1 game. The Dolphins are on a 4-game win streak.
The Dolphins are on a 4-game win streak. I didn't realize that.
Yep, they started 1-7, and now they're 5-7.
All right, good for the Dolphins.
Chiefs are on a 4-game win streak. The Raiders and the Broncos, of course, have 1-1. Ravens and Bengals are a 2-game win streak. And then everybody in the AFC South is on a losing streak right now.
Wow.
So,
except the Bucks.
That's the NFC South, yeah, Dingleberry.
AFC South, yeah, never mind. You said AFC.
All right, so let's move on. Steven, you want to break down our picks and how we did?
I'm gonna pull up Greg's scoreboard real quick. We can highlight Greg here.
And Greg is here. Greg is here, by the way, so he can join in again.
Do you want to pull him in for his scoreboard?
He already knows. I already showed him, but he's upstairs.
Okay. Well, yeah, Greg had a week, man. Greg went 12-3. And in all honesty, 2 of those probably shouldn't have been losses. The Cowboys should have won their game, and I mean the Eagles really underperformed. So I mean, you know, you write those a little differently. Greg goes 14-1 and has the craziest week that we've had on the podcast. I mean,
that would have been insane.
He still did great. I mean, 12-3 is nothing to be.
That's the best I think anybody has done, right?
I think that's the best anybody's done on the podcast. Yeah, and I mean, props to Greg. You know, that was he made some picks that I thought were out there, but I mean, you know, picking the Jets to win. I mean, I thought that was crazy. So yeah, good job. Congrats to Greg.
Yep. I think
Huge congrats
here now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and then you want to go over our picks and our overall records and then fantasy?
Yeah, let's go over. You want to go over our fantasy picks? Is that what you said?
No, our records first, and then
our overall
fantasy
records,
picks.
And then fantasy. Okay.
Like how we did last week, and then overall, and then yeah.
Oh, okay. See now, okay. All right, sure. So Garcia won this week, 10-5.
Hell yeah!
Garcia killed it. Me and Tyler tied at 8-7, and then Diver came in last this week at 7-8. I mean, we're all pretty much in the race. It was a good week last week for pretty much everybody. I mean, Diver might have been in last, but it's not like he was like 3-12 or something. He didn't, you know, didn't screw the whole week. So, let's go to fantasy.
And then after fantasy, we'll go over all our overall records.
The one thing I want to point to, who the fuck picked Goddard? Was that me? I think I picked Goddard, right?
Because that was the point where it's like, I don't care.
Did.
Yeah, and he got half a point. Like, I was going through the totals and I looked it up. I had to like do a double take. I was like, "Is that right? Did he only get half a point?" I was like, "Oh, it was so bad." But I mean,
Yeah, we didn't.
Jonathan Taylor produced like he always does. So I mean, that was nice to see.
Debo Samuel did pretty good too.
Debo did good. I didn't expect Chubb to be limited when we picked him as flex. So
Yeah, and then poor Christian, he got hurt again, so I think he's probably gonna be done for the season.
Yeah, he's out.
Do you think Christian might be like on the path to being done if he gets hurt again next year?
I said that in one of my 4 downs is Christian might becoming Saquon, where
Yeah.
he just gets hurt consistently, like a Todd Gurley or
Mhm.
something like that. Had a couple hot years and then just dropped off because all his injuries.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like so bad where you don't pick him up in fantasy next year until
Yeah.
later mid rounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either that or you just don't pick him up. He's a guy that goes from team to team every couple of weeks, just when you need him. If he's active. This. I mean, it wasn't a good week. It wasn't a horrible week. I mean, we've had worse weeks. So, but we came out to a total of 115, and Greg's roster looks just like ours, except he's got Lamar. But I mean, Lamar did get more points than Jalen Hurts, so Greg beat us in fantasy too.
Yep. So how's our overall records looking, man?
Our overalls as of week 13, we have Tyler and Diver tied for first at 105 and 73. Garcia right behind them at 102 and 76. And I am still under 100 wins. I'm at 98 and 80.
Trash.
So, but yeah, I mean, everybody's within 10 games of each other still. So, I mean, yeah, nobody's really broken away from the pack yet. So.
Right. All right. Well, do you want to take us out real quick, Steven? And then when we come back, we will talk about our rules and regulations for the giveaway, and then we'll get into our picks.
Of course. All right, guys, we're going to take a small 2-3 minute break, and we'll be right back with the rest of the podcast. See you guys in a few minutes.
Welcome back, y'all. We got our co-host in, Garcia. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to start off by talking about our rules for our giveaway. It's going to be a monetary value. So what we're going to do is you guys have to be following us on our Instagram, our Twitter, and then if you do follow us on Twitch, it may give you a extra entry, but we'll talk about that and we'll discuss that and we'll see what happens. But what we'll do is we'll pose a question on our Twitter, Instagram. You guys have to answer on one of them. If you answer on both, that's extra brownie points to y'all. We'll throw your name in a hat and then we'll let you know. We will give you the question after the podcast and on our social medias. Steven, you want to tell them our social medias real quick to make sure they're following?
On Instagram, it is the Mostest Okayest Podcast. At Twitter, it is at Mostest Okayest. And if you're watching us on Twitch, you're here already. Just click the follow button. So,
Perfect.
But yeah, like Tyler said, follow us on any platform, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. We are going to be doing, a lot of questions and a lot of community response type things that we're looking for in the next couple of weeks. So, I mean, you guys interact with that stuff, you show us that you're involved in the community. You're up for that giveaway. And like I said earlier, the giveaway will happen during the podcast on the 22nd. It'll be the episode right before Christmas. And that's pretty much it on that. So I guess we can go over to our week 13 predictions.
All right. So we have Greg. He is back and to try and reclaim his throne. So we're going to start off with our Thursday night game, Cowboys at the Saints. I definitely gotta go Cowboys because they have Taysom Hill, and I have Divers picks too. They have Taysom Hill starting, and Kamara is questionable, but Simeon is not. I don't think he's gonna play. I don't think he's playing. I don't see anything that he's not, but I've also heard that he may be injured. But give me a second, actually, before I say I'm gonna lock in my Cowboys pick.
Okay, what about Diver, real quick?
Oh well, hold on, fool. I'm checking my.
You're checking the injury report. Gotta make sure.
I'll make sure Schefter is.
Let's go, Shetty.
No, he's actually healthy, but Trevor Simeon was working with the Saints' #2 offense during Monday's practice session. For the NFL Network reports, Simeon had served as a starting quarterback in each of the last 4 games, but Buffalo. Taysom Hill has been dealing with the plantar fascia injury. Worked with the first team offense on Monday. So they have him set for projected only 0.1 points. So that basically to me means that he's not going to play. So Diver's pick is, oh God. Diver's pick is the Cowboys.
Divers going the boys. Okay, what are you picking?
Greg, who'd you say?
Cowboys.
Garcia, what about you?
Cowboys.
Steven?
Cowboys.
All right, yep, we're going boys.
All right, we're all picking the boys.
All right. Next game is Colts versus Texans. I
Indy.
gotta go Colts.
Indy.
Jonathan Taylor's gonna have himself a freaking game.
Yes, he will. Colts.
I'm hoping because I need him to play really good this week. Because if I can win this week in our fantasy, I lock in my seed.
It's a podcast.
That is.
I have to refrain from the joke.
Yep, me too.
I was so ready to fire that one off, and I was like,
yeah.
I was like,
That's what she said. Ha!
I was like, is that ad friendly? I was like, I don't think it is.
Deshaun's still on the roster.
Wait, Deshaun's not starting Sunday.
Oh, there's no
Yeah,
way.
he's still on the roster, but he ain't starting. Hell no.
No, he ain't, even if he
That
plays,
stings.
still,
Thanks, Greg. That stings.
He's up.
Who
he's still getting paid that money.
Yeah.
who is Greg going with?
Colts.
Diver?
He went with the. I gotta stop closing it. Colts.
I was gonna say, did Diver fucking go Houston?
No, I was like, I don't know if I couldn't find where he picked it because usually he goes in order.
He goes in
The
order.
Google one, but he put the Colts like last.
Mm.
They confused me. All right.
Minnesota, Detroit.
Soda.
I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, he went Vikings as well.
All right,
Giants at the Dolphins.
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 Diver and Greg.
Daniel Jones playing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Giants.
Oh.
Oh no!
Wait a minute. I thought he wasn't starting.
Oh wait, is he or isn't he?
I thought he was.
Hold on.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, say he's not hurt.
I thought he was injured.
No, he's not hurt.
Okay.
What about Diver?
Diver said Dolphins. Let's see. News. Any big news?
Yo, they got Mike Glennon projected 33 points.
Shit. One day ago, Daniel Jones is question mark for New York Giants due to neck injury. Oh.
Mm.
Wait, but it says 6 hours ago, New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones preparing to play against Miami Dolphins despite neck injury.
Yeesh.
And that was ESPN.
Not healthy though.
That
Yeah,
was not-
I'm still going
Yeah, I'm
Dolphins.
still going Dolphins. That's right.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Greg's still going Giants.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Tampa.
Tampa.
And Diver went Tampa.
Philly versus the Jets.
Oh. See, this is the hard one because it
Yeah, this
depends
is
on
the
if
hard
Jalen
one.
Hurts plays.
This is the hard one. Oh no.
Well, Diver went Eagles.
Other quarterback can his hand off running.
Gardner Minshew.
Minshew's playing?
He may.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm going Philly.
I'll go Philly.
Fucking Minshew mania.
What about you, Steven?
I'm going Philly. Oh, Greg.
He went Philly.
Okay.
Cardinals at Bears. Kyler Murray's projected to play, so I'm
that's
definitely
like
going
Kyler's
Cardinals.
back, Cardinals.
Cards.
Everybody's going Cards.
All right. Chargers at
Chargers
Bengals.
at Bengals. Ooh, I'm going Bengals on that
I'm
one.
going Bengals too.
Diver went Chargers.
Bengals.
Everyone Chargers?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, and Bengals at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all going Bengals beside Diver?
Yep.
Ready?
Rams, Jags.
Yeah. Rams, Jaguars at Rams. I mean, that's a pretty easy one. I'm going Jags. I'm kidding.
I was
Trevor
like,
Lawrence goes for a game this
I
week.
was like, what the hell? Could you
No,
imagine
Rams.
if they lose to Jacksonville though?
Oh my God. That would be. I think that'd be a bigger upset than the Bills.
Oh yeah, big time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
I'm going Rams.
Rams.
Diver went Rams.
Sick.
Yep.
Washington versus Las Vegas.
Ooh.
Because Washington's a playoff team now, right? They're in the playoffs.
They're in the second. They're second
They're
place in the
second
NFC
seed.
East.
Okay.
Ooh.
They're
Diver
playing
went Raiders.
good too.
Diver
But
went Raiders.
It's in Las Vegas too, though.
I'm going Vegas.
They don't have Darren Waller, by the way. Just let you know.
Huh.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go Washington.
Ooh.
Me too.
Fuck.
Oh God.
I'm gonna stick with the Raiders on this one. It's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Raiders on this one too.
Alrighty. Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
I think Lamar's pissed off. I think Baltimore goes in and absolutely whoops the shit out of him. So I'm going Baltimore.
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 Diver went Ravens as well.
We're going Ravens.
Hold on.
Steelers.
Ooh.
Vegas pick. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they're playing in Pittsburgh. They might win.
Yep.
San Francisco versus Seattle.
Oh, 49ers.
Yeah, San Fran.
Niners.
Everybody's going 49ers on that one.
Denver versus Kansas City.
City.
The national spotlight. Oh boy, are we gonna get?
It's in Arrowhead.
Are we gonna get fucked in Arrowhead on national television?
So
I'm gonna go
Diver
Broncos.
went Chiefs.
Ever? Jeez. Okay.
You're going Broncos, Garcia?
I'm going Broncos.
I'm going Denver too. I'm saying they're gonna pull it out.
You guys are a bunch of homers, man.
Oh God.
I don't know, man. I just got a feeling with the Broncos secondary, man. I think they'll hold their own.
I don't want y'all catching up with me and Diver, so I'm gonna go Broncos as well.
All right.
I'm playing defense now.
I see what you're doing.
He's trying not to be in last.
I don't gotta try. I just gotta make sure I'm beating you.
Okay. New England
I
at
can't
Buffalo.
lose 10 games. Ooh, see now this one's tough.
Hey,
Nope.
I'm going all freaking Mac Jones. This is gonna be
Same
the
here.
game, man.
I'm
know what?
going fucking Pats.
Yeah, so Diver went Bills. I'm gonna go Pats as well, just because Tre'Davious White is out for the season, and that's huge.
It is. Yeah, I forgot about that. That is huge.
But they're in Buffalo though.
I'm going.
It doesn't matter.
Greg went Buffalo.
And they're gonna play again in like I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
going
pretty
Buffalo.
short.
I'm going New England.
Yep,
Greg went
I'm-
Buffalo, and Diver went Buffalo.
The streak's got to end.
Yep. I'm full in on the Mac Jones train.
Yep.
I'm gonna even say this: the Patriots won't just win; they'll win by 14 or more.
Oh shit!
Good prediction.
Yep.
He's been on with his predictions lately, though. So
He has actually.
yeah, I'm just saying that's not too crazy.
So, all
I'm
right,
rolling with that. Let's roll with it.
let's get fantasy going.
Oh god. Oh god.
So Jonathan Taylor against the Texans.
Yeah,
Automatic.
The whole Colts team versus the Texans.
yeah.
Automatic.
No. Jonathan Taylor versus the Texans, and I want to say, I know. So yeah, so let's keep Jonathan Taylor there. So quarterback. Do you want to say Kyler Murray comes back against the Bears and puts up numbers?
How long has he been out?
He's been out for 4 weeks.
Rusty.
He's rusty.
I almost want to say Tom Brady against the Falcons.
Yeah, I kind of want to say.
I don't
that
know if he
too.
did that well that last time he played him though.
He threw for 4 touchdowns last time they played. I think.
Oh, did he?
I thought so.
Let's see.
For 4 or 5 or something like that. Of course, not to Mike Evans, because it would never happen for me.
What about Cousins?
Yeah, I could see that too.
Cousins
Lions.
against the Lions, yeah.
He threw, yeah. So with Atlanta, he went 276 and threw 5 touchdowns.
We threw 5. Jesus Christ. I mean, does he do it again?
No.
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 So we have either Kirk Cousins versus the Lions, or we have Tom Brady versus the Falcons.
I think I'd go with Kirk Cousins.
Against the Jags.
Oh yeah, Matt Stafford too.
Matt Stafford's been up and down though.
Yeah, he has been.
So I'd say you guys want to try Kirk?
I'm cool with Kirk Cousins.
Let's roll with
Same.
Kirk.
Who's Greg picking at quarterback?
Let's just make one.
Oh, we're just making one? Okay, cool.
Yeah, make it easy.
We're not going to get embarrassed this week.
Yep. So we have Kirk and then Jonathan Taylor, who's our second running back.
I
I wanna
want
go
to
Joe Mixon.
stand by Javante against the Chiefs.
Oh no.
I want to go Joe Mixon against the Chargers, honestly,
I think it's going to be more of an aired out game, but yeah, I can see that too.
because Mixon can still run the ball pretty well, and the Chargers' run defense is not too hot.
Their run defense is pretty dog.
Or screw it, should we go Lamar Jackson at running back?
Put Lamar at running back. I don't think we're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I like Joe Mixon against the Chargers at home.
Anybody else disagree with that?
No, we can do it.
All right.
Greg's thinking.
Just sort of. It's just. Plates.
It was Baltimore. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, that's Fournette is Tampa Bay. But Fournette won't do those numbers
No.
again for a while.
He's a bruiser, man.
Is it Devontae Freeman? No, he only went 52 yards.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Mixon, last week Mixon went for
Playing the
28
Chargers.
carries for 165 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Steelers. Oh yeah.
The Chargers gave a bunch of rushing yards to the.
So Mixon good with y'all?
I'm good with Mixon.
Let's do it.
All right. One receiver.
Jefferson?
I like Justin Jefferson against the
Against
Lions.
The Lions.
Yeah.
I like that. Can we do that?
Yep. And then
Only if Deebo Samuel was healthy, I'd say against the Seahawks, but he's
yeah.
iffy.
Playing against the Raiders.
Ooh. That might. Oh. Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry. Ooh. What about Tyreek? Because he's probably going to get one against us.
Oh, he's always going to get one.
I mean, it's a guarantee to get one, but who do you think they're gonna have on him this week? It'll be Surtain against Tyreek.
No, he's not fast enough. He's not good enough to. He's good enough, but he won't be. He's not. They need a veteran on Tyreek. But then again, who knows? Because they may have Patty on him because Patty might be the youngest and the quickest. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Or they play a zone on him and they play one deep and Simmons covering deep and Surtain maybe low. Or they may have Patty playing Travis Kelce too. Cooper Kupp against the Jags.
I could see that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. Let's go Cooper. That's a good pick. Tight end. I still like Mark Andrews with the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
I could deal with that.
Andrews with the Ravens.
Yeah. Flex. I really want to go Antonio Gibson on the flex. but that's just because I have him on my fantasy team, and that dude's putting up numbers. But
How are the Raiders against the run?
What about James Conner for the Cards?
Ooh,
I'm sorry, James Conner against the Bears.
I like James Conner against the Bears. It's not a bad
I like
pick.
James Conner too, actually.
Is that what we want to do?
Do it.
Let's roll it.
All right, defense.
Who do you think?
The
I
Rams.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Rams defense or Colts defense?
Rams.
Rams.
Do it. Do it.
Kicker.
Do we go McManus because they're going to put up as many points as they can, or do we put the Chiefs kicker?
I'm gonna go with McManus.
I'd say McManus. I feel
All right.
I don't feel like Denver's gonna play in a situation where they're not trying to get points. So I mean, this will probably be the week where Fangio's just gonna kick field goals if we get fourth downs in the side of the field. So
Yep, I agree.
And then I got a question for y'all after we're done with this.
Okay.
Alrighty, what's up?
Here, what's the upset of the week? Any of there's always one team every week that fucking struggles.
The upset of the week?
Where can you see within this schedule that would be a shocker to you?
Seahawks over the 49ers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a pretty big upset.
Falcons. Bucks.
The Falcons over the Bucks would be huge. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see one of those. Yeah, Seahawks over the 49ers, the Falcons over the Bucks.
Texans over Colts. That'd be a big one.
Ooh.
If the Texans somehow pull out a win.
If the Texans come somehow keep Jonathan Taylor under 100 yards, then yeah, we'll see.
That would be my upset too. I mean, they've already beaten Tennessee. I don't see it happening, but it would be an upset. Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty.
All right, Greg. Well, thank you.
You
I'll be
got
right up.
See you guys.
I'll be right up for dinner.
Later, Greg.
Take care, man.
You too.
All right, boys. Well, I think it was a pretty easy. You guys got anything else? I mean, I'm pretty
I was gonna say, have you guys
burnt out on my stuff.
You guys even watched Hawkeye yet?
Not yet. I'm watching it starting tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll wait to talk
What?
about that until next week. Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see it.
You think we said cockeye?
No, I was like, what the fuck did he say?
It's the porno version of Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Figured you'd
100%.
watch that.
I don't know.
I do not have 4 downs again because of work,
I'm
so
It's fine.
I'm trying to think.
I'll have it next week.
I'm trying to think of anything to talk about. Really, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I guess before we go, quick thoughts. What did you guys think about the new announcements for Warzone yesterday?
I like it. I like the fact of the loadout thing that I sent you guys, and some of the you can only use Vanguard weapons. So that's an incentive I think for people to buy Vanguard.
Well, the Vanguard weapons thing is for a specific mode only.
Oh,
So, I mean, yeah, I like that too. I might give that mode a try because that mode might be kind of fun.
so
I like they got rid of stopping power. I don't even find those anymore.
no, I don't either.
Nerfing.
I'll have to catch up. On
They're nerfing Deddy.
Oh my God.
Nerfing heartbeat sensors. And thank God it's been a year and a half of this fucking mode, and they're finally fixing gas mask animation. So, but we'll see. That comes out next Wednesday. We all own Vanguard, I think, so we get to play it
Yep.
that day early. Which means that next week podcasts, and then probably the new map after.
Yep.
Yes,
Down for that.
agreed.
But I can't think of anything else. Are we good?
I
We're
think I'm
good.
good, boys.
All right. Well, if that's it, we do want to thank you guys for tuning in. We did hit quite a few people in the live stream, so we want to thank all you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Again, giveaway happening on December 22nd. That's going to be the last episode before Christmas. To enter, all you have to do is follow us on either Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter. Interact with the podcast. Drop a comment on a Twitch stream. Interact with an Instagram story. Interact with a tweet, whatever. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next month. We got this giveaway coming. We're gonna have our 1-year anniversary podcast. We might do a special episode for Spider-Man once we all see it, because we don't really want to spoil things for people, but we're gonna want to talk about it right away. So we might do something where we just like at the beginning, spoiler alert, talk about it, and if you tune in and listen without watching the movie, that's your own fault.
Wow. So it's okay for you to not watch some movies that me and Garcia want to talk about, but
Wow.
God forbid, you know.
You know, you
we're
can talk.
okay with the viewers.
You can talk about it all you want, as long as I'm not
We
peasant.
do it for respect out of you, but you know it's fine. I guess our reviewers don't deserve that respect.
That's why
Guess not.
That's why we would do it as a special episode. We wouldn't talk about it during a regular podcast.
I guess.
Okay. Well, the hatred's coming on. It's coming. So I guess I'm gonna get out of here before they start, I don't know, making fun of the way that I snore or some random shit.
Well, you do snore really weird, so that's really odd and weird for you to bring up, because I could go on for that for days.
Okay,
But
well, thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. Really appreciate
thanks,
it. Talk
guys.
to you guys next week. Later.
Later.